Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So I'm just sitting here. I never come on camera halfway doing my brows, but I was sitting here and I'm getting ready to go to an appointment. I have an appointment with my therapist today, and so I just decided to come on here and chat with you guys while I get ready about just like mental health, because I just thought that that was like a good topic to just chat about since I'm getting ready to go ahead and see my therapist. So yeah, if you want to chat with me and see me get ready, then just keep on watching this video, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And my voice is like in and out because I'm just like I'm not like sick or anything, but my voice is just like weird. But anyways, so yeah, I'm like getting ready to go to an appointment to see my therapist. Today's Saturday, by the way. I don't usually have appointments on Saturdays. I usually see her during the week, but it's been a little hard during the week because I go before work and I'm always kind of rushing, so I started my appointments on Saturdays. I just started, this is probably my like 8th session with her or something. I absolutely love my therapist. I think she's great. It's really nice that for the first try I found someone that I really like and I enjoy talking to her. So like I'm excited for today's session. Had a long week and it's just nice to have someone to talk to, someone professional. So that's good. So yeah, usually go during the week, but starting my sessions on weekends now, it's just a little bit easier for me. So yeah, I just wanted to chat, about how important mental health is and for us sometimes, because I feel like there's so many of us out there who are struggling with mental health and don't have a lot of us don't know where to start and don't feel like we need to talk to someone, and most of the times most of us do. And whether it's like some of us are like, oh well, I talk to my friends, but sometimes it's like it's more than that. It's more like talking to your friends is great. It's great that you have friends that listen, but sometimes your friends won't tell you the truth because they're trying to not hurt your feelings or something. Like, I don't know how your friends are, but sometimes your friends kind of hold back because they're like, okay, I don't want to tell them that you need help, A lot of friends are just like, they don't want to hurt your feelings. So I feel like it's important to realize that, yeah, it's nice to have friends to chat with and vent to, but sometimes talking to a professional, someone who it's their job to listen to you and give you advice, it's okay to talk to someone like that. Like, it's super important to just acknowledge that, like, okay, I have my friends, but I need to talk to a professional. I need to talk to someone that's actually going to give me advice and tell me what I need to hear, opposed to holding back because they don't want to hurt my feelings, Sorry, I should not have come on here while doing my brows because it's like hard to focus. But yeah, I feel like mental health is just super important. Like for me especially, I've just been through so much and I've just bottled up so much stuff over the years that it's definitely time for me to really talk to someone and get some help. Like, I haven't talked to anyone since like my father passed away, and it's been almost 2 years since my dad passed away, and I haven't decided to like sit down and talk to someone about all these mixed emotions that I have and these feelings. And I also didn't go to therapy when my sister passed away, so I have these two major deaths in my life that happened that I haven't dealt with. I haven't really stepped out and be like, okay, I need to talk to someone about what I'm feeling about these deaths that I've had in my life. They're very important deaths. Like, it's my dad and it's my sister, and I haven't really sat down and decided to like chat with someone about that. And so that's kind of what I'm doing, because it's a very hard process to go through, grieve. And I'm just the type of person, when my sister passed away, I started school like right after her funeral, and my dad passed away, I went back to work a couple of days later, and it was just like I just kept going and going and going and going and going, and I haven't really taken a step back and be like, okay, I need to deal with this. So that's one of the reasons why I am doing therapy, is to just talk about those very tragic deaths that have happened in my life. Another reason why I'm doing therapy is also because of childhood issues that I've had that are now affecting who I am as an adult. And that's something that a lot of us struggle with. We've been through so much through our childhood, and it has a lot to do with who we are today. And a lot of us, it's not a good thing. We went through traumatic experiences in our childhood, and we just sit and not deal with them. And that's not good, because it's going to affect who we are, and it's going to always be in the way of who we're trying to be if we don't address those childhood traumatic experiences or things that might have happened to you in your childhood. It's like we have to get to a point where we're like, okay, I have to deal with that, because it's always going to be there. And it's always, if you don't deal with it, it's always going to be there, and it's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be like a blockage for you trying to decide to figure out who you are as an adult. And a lot of us have these like tendencies and bad habits, and it's because of what happened to us in our childhood, and we're afraid to address those issues, and so that's stopping us from becoming a better version of ourselves. And so that's another reason why I also decided to do therapy. So if you're out there and you're struggling with something, and you feel like you need someone to talk to, it's okay. It's okay to recognize that, and it's okay, because once you start to recognize that there's something that needs to be worked on, that's the most important step, is realizing that you need to work on something, and you need to talk to someone. And then actually doing it is obviously the best step you can take. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my brows. Can't really talk about doing this. Alright, so I haven't moisturized my face yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. And sometimes a lot of us, the reason why we don't go ahead and do therapy is because of our pride. I mean, we sit there and we think, oh, I don't need help. I don't want to talk to a shrink. I don't need someone picking around my brain and whatever. But it's our pride that's stopping a lot of us from getting the help we need. And once we put that pride aside and really decide that, you know what, I'm doing this to create a better me, and it's realizing that you're doing it to help yourself and to be the best version of yourself, because you're starting to learn when you do therapy, you talk to someone, you get the help that you need, you're dealing with all these past issues or things that just have been an obstacle for you. Like some of us feel like we're not moving forward, and with whether it's like with our relationships or with like work or careers, we feel stuck sometimes, not trying to figure out what we want to do in our life. And it's like sometimes it's because of what's holding us back is internally. It's ourselves that's holding us back, like not realizing that having so much pride that you can't realize that you actually do need some help, and whatever you're dealing with inside, it's probably what's holding you back. It's probably what's holding you back from progressing in life. And so it's super important to realize that sometimes our pride gets the best of us and we feel like, oh, I don't need help, but we do. And that's okay, because we're human beings and we have all these emotions and these things that are going on in our lives that we can't do it all on our own. Like, you can't do it alone. This is why we have people out there who can listen to us, and we have people to talk to, because we have so many emotions inside of us that we can't handle on our own. And just realizing that, like I said before, it's just going to be the biggest step that you're going to take. I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my skin using some Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer. I have like 30 minutes before I have to go. So one thing that I really struggled with when I lost my dad was that, so I work in healthcare, and my dad passed away in a hospital, and he was in Jamaica at the time, and well, he lived in Jamaica, and I was here, and when my dad passed away in a hospital and like no one could help him, it kind of made me like question, you know, a lot. And like I wanted to not work in healthcare anymore, because I'm like, here I am, I'm like at work, I'm helping all these people that I don't even know. And so I questioned like if what I was doing was the right thing. And mind you, I got into healthcare when I lost my sister, because when my sister passed away, like I realized that no one in my family knew anything about medicine, and we like still don't really know how my sister passed away and all that stuff. And so I had decided that I want to change that. I wanted to be one person in my family that actually knows something about medicine. So that's what got me into medicine. So when my dad passed away, and then it was just like I was questioning like everything, like what am I doing? Like my dad passed away and I couldn't help my dad. Like I knew all the stuff and I wasn't there to help my dad. And that was something that I struggled with. I wanted to quit my job. Like I didn't want to go back to work. When I took bereavement leave, I was like struggling. I did not know how to go back to work. I did not want to go back to work because I felt like it was pointless, because I got into this field to help mostly my family, to be able to give my family medical advice and make them aware of certain things. And then here was my dad struggling. He died in the hospital and I wasn't there to like do anything. I still felt helpless again. So I questioned everything. So for a while I was like, I probably need to get out of healthcare because I don't think I'm doing any good, you know? So there's so many things that we're dealing with every single day that, so there's so many little things that just made me realize that I'm still struggling with a lot of that, because there's still days where I just have I remember, oh, my dad's gone and I don't want to do this job. And so I have all these thoughts and these things that I'm just struggling with internally that I need to talk to someone about. And so I've made that step to start talking to someone so that I can get some help, so I can get some peace of mind and some clarity on my life, and so I can move forward, because that's the biggest thing. If we sit on things and we keep having them just like bubble, it's always going to be there, and we keep pushing them back and keeping myself busy and realizing that this is something I'm struggling with. I need to fix this so that I can move on. I can go out there and be the best version of myself. But before I do that, I have to fix what's going on inside. I have to let go of all the regret of not being there for my father when he died. And the only way I can do that is like, 'cause like my friends are telling me, and like my significant other, like, you know, your dad's proud of you, or you did the best you could. But still within me, I'm like, no, that's not true. So when I have someone that's a professional to help me and not tell me things that I want to hear and to help me get through this, that's what I need. I need someone who can just give me clarity and not give me words that are like, oh, I feel sorry for you kind of thing. You know, even though it's just them being the best, you know, your friends are being your friends. But that kind of advice is not always the best way to go. So I'm just going to apply some sunscreen, and I'm actually using a primer that has sunscreen. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer that I'm using, and has sunscreen in it. So I'm just going to put that on. This also just helps keep my makeup in place throughout the day, so I like using this. I'm just going to buff it out with a brush. I'm gonna let that sit on my face. I'll actually be right back. And then sometimes a lot of us don't talk to anyone because we think to ourselves, well, they don't even know what I'm going through. And especially when it comes on to like a death in the family or something like that, especially for someone who hasn't like lost anyone, it's like hard to talk to someone because you're like, well, you don't know what I'm going through. I'm just adding some Becca Shimmer glow thing to my face. It's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. And that's just gonna add some glow to my skin. So yeah, it's like we think that no one understands what we're going through, and so that's why we hold back out on talking to anyone, because we think, well, how could they understand? Especially when someone hasn't lost anyone, or they just haven't been through what you've been through. But it's like, but they can listen, you know? And sometimes just talking, starting the conversation helps you. Sometimes to just open up helps. Even if the person hasn't been through what you've been through, it's nice to have someone to talk to. So a lot of us don't even talk to our friends because we just have this mentality that, oh, they don't get it, they won't get it, they won't understand, because they've never been through it. And it's like, it's not true. Sometimes just opening up and talking to someone helps. Like, I know it helps me. And so like, that's a start. That's a start to just chat with someone about what you might be feeling that day. You know, you might have a long day. You can just talk to someone about that. You don't have to sit and think, oh, well, they don't understand, so why would I bother, you know? And so like, I know like my therapist hasn't been through what I've been through, but she is equipped to help me. That's her job. So I am trusting that she can help me. And that's a big step for me, is to realizing, giving someone that opportunity to help me figure out what I'm going through. That was a big step for me, because I'm just like looking at this person, I'm like, you don't even know what I'm going through. Yes, she doesn't, but she is trained for this. Like, she knows what she's doing because it's her job. And so like, sometimes we have to just not think, we just have to think with common sense. Like, okay, this person actually knows what they're talking about, because it's actually what they went to school for, to study. That's why they're a therapist. I'm gonna add a little bit of foundation to my face, the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. This has sunscreen in it as well, so that's really good for today. Just trying to find something, because my pump broke off, and so I kind of have to go in there with the thing to get some on my face. Don't really need a lot, just a little bit, just to cover up, just to give me some coverage, but nothing too much. I'm just adding some more shimmer to mix in with. I'm just going to take a brush and go ahead and blend that out. But for me personally, I really like having a therapist to talk to now. It's been really helpful. It's been really it's just something that I look forward to these days, because it's just nice having someone else to listen to me and to give me like actual advice. All right, I'm not gonna add any highlight to my face. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the foundation with just powder on top, because I really just don't really have time either. And then I'm just gonna give my face some bronze. And also, if you feel like you can't talk to anyone, something that has really helped me in the past is journaling. So I have just like little books that I would just write stuff down, like how my day went, anything that I'm feeling that I don't really want to talk, because sometimes I don't feel like talking. I journal a lot, and it's really helpful to just just sit down and put your feelings onto paper, especially if you're just not a talkative person. That has really helped me in the past, and it still helps me. I still try to journal at least every other week. So that's really helpful for me. So it's something you can try to do, is just journal, just write down your feelings. And for me also, what really like helps, like when I have a lot of anxiety and stuff, sitting down and like doing my makeup really helps, or like editing photos. Like I love photography. It's something that I absolutely love, and so I like taking a lot of pictures, and like having time to just sit down and edit photos for me is very therapeutic. So that's something that helps me. So finding things that are very helpful for you, and like things that can take your mind off stuff, is helpful. I don't know, like whenever I sit down and do my makeup, I'm not really thinking about what's going on in my life. I'm kind of just like letting go and just enjoying the moment. That's what I do. And also when I'm just like taking photos, I'm focusing on my photos. I'm not focusing on anything. I'm in my moment and I'm in my zone. And that's kind of how I deal with a lot of stuff sometimes too. And like for me, like how I edit like a photo that I take, like editing a photo for me sometimes is like I put a lot of energy into how I edit, or it just like it speaks what I'm going through with like what kind of filter I use or edit like I use. It's weird to explain, but it's like it helps me a lot. I'm gonna just put some blush on. I'm gonna take this like orange shade right here. I'm just going to apply some blush. There was like a time that I never used blush, and I don't know what was wrong with me, because now I'm like obsessed with blush. I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight to my face. But like I really just want to urge you guys, if you're going through something, find an outlet. Like that's a good place to start. It's just finding an outlet that helps you, that calms your mind, gives you peace of mind. Find something that is helpful for you. There's like so many little things out there that you could do that you'd be surprised to see that it actually helps to calm you, you know? So if like you're not ready to take the big step of opening up and talking to someone, then maybe you can start journaling, because that's very helpful. You start journaling, or you can find a hobby that you can do, that you can put some time and energy into, other than just keeping everything in. It's very helpful to just find something that you can use to help you, because at the end of the day, it's like you're helping yourself and you're helping you become a better you. So if you're not ready to take the big step of going to therapy and talking, there's other things that you can do to take that step to becoming better and to not feeling so burdened with all your emotions and all your thoughts. So I'm just taking the bronzer and putting some color on my eyelids. So I just want you guys to remember how important, it's very important, your mental health. Like, it's such an important thing, and you are important. A lot of us, we spend so much time, especially me with my job. I'm always helping someone, and some of us are just so busy with helping other people and not realizing that, we are just as important as well. And I have to always remember that if I'm not in a good place and if I'm not taking care of myself, then I can't help those people at work. I can't help my patients. So it's very important for me to take that step to make sure that I'm good, because if I'm not good, I can't help people. And I love helping people. I love my job. So remember that when you put everyone else first, you have to take care of yourself as well. Like, you are so important as an individual, and you can be there for everyone, but you have to be there for you. Like, you're so important, and if you're not 100%, then you can't give 100%. And so many of us, we want to give and give and give and give, and even if there's not people reciprocating and giving you back love, you have to be there for yourself. You have to do that for yourself. Like, the world doesn't owe us anything as individuals. We have to make sure we're all good too. That's super important to remember. So go out there, do one thing that benefits you today. Like, do something for yourself, do something that helps you, do something that is soothing for you. Get a massage, go out, just enjoy nature. If you're, it's summertime and the weather is beautiful, go outside and get some fresh air and remember how important you are. Remember how important it is to take care of yourself. That's super important. And when you take care of yourself, you're making yourself better every single day so that you're a better version of yourself from yesterday, because taking care of yourself is just so important. Just always remember that. And for those of us who struggle with self-confidence and thinking self-worth and think we're not good enough, just remember that you are 1000% enough. You are beautiful, you are strong, you are an amazing human being. And that's just self-affirmations that you have to tell yourself every day. I struggled with self-confidence when I was younger, and it took a long time, but I'm at a place where you can't tell me nothing, okay? So tell yourself how beautiful you are. Get up, look in the mirror, and enjoy yourself. Be you. Because there's nobody else that's gonna be you for you. So you have to get up and you have to realize that you are so worth it. You're so worth it. And there's someone out there who cares about you a lot, even though it feels like you don't have people around you who love you. There is someone out there who really wants you to be around and who really thinks that you're amazing. But you have to feel that for yourself. All right, so I'm just gonna take my hair down. My hair is a mess. All right, my hair is really stale now. I've had it in for a while. Not for a while, for 2 weeks, but they're clip-ins and they're starting to look like I need to take them out and redo them. Might do that today, not sure, but I just needed it to look okay just to get outside today. And I think it looks fine. So I'm just gonna put some eyeliner on. That's what you call a wing eyeliner? I just can't do a wing eyeliner anymore. I actually suck at doing wing eyeliners. Yeah, this is horrible. But I'm gonna hide one with my hair. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna spray my face with some setting spray. I can't believe how horrible this eyeliner looks right now. Horrible. But it's gonna have to stay because I can't do anything else to it. Alright, I'm gonna be late for my appointment if I don't leave right now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was nice sitting here and talking to you guys and opening up. I never really do that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any questions and you guys want to chat, just feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. I will link my Instagram right here, and I will link it down below as well. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. I will try to do more sit down videos and chat with you guys like this. Trying to get out of my shell a little bit more. But yeah, I really enjoyed sitting down and talking to you guys about such an important topic. So just as you go out today and you go throughout the rest of the week and this weekend, just remember that you're very important and you matter, and your mental health is important. And if your mental health is not where it's supposed to be, then everything in life is gonna feel off. You're just always gonna feel off if your mental and emotional health is not in check. So do something today that helps you to remain calm, that calms you, that takes your mind off things. Do something that you really enjoy, and that's something that makes you happy. I gotta go chat with my therapist now, okay? So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.